So if a brand uses like a scarcity tactic like Rolex in order to basically sell watches, you know that the brand is totally overhyped. Or if they used like flashy logos, or there's this like air of status associated with a logo like Gucci, you know the brand is overhyped. And it's not to say that these brands aren't like high quality, but you a lot of times are paying for this hype and this excitement that is basically artificially built around a brand. Today, I'm going over my list of the most overhyped brands online. Number one is Rolex, my beloved Rolex. I love Rolex, all right, but they are the most overhyped watch out there. It's not that the quality is bad, they're great quality watches, but in terms of this artificial, like, limited scarcity thing that they got going on, and you gotta get on the list, and if you're not on the like, screw you, Rolex. Seriously, do better. Number two, Gucci. All right, so I personally love the Gucci loafer. I think it is super high quality, the price point is really expensive, but the majority of like the clothing that you're gonna find at Gucci, I think is an absolute hype disaster. All right, people get all caught up in the logo and all that, and oh, look, it's Gucci. It's tacky, quite frankly, but it's got this perceived like high-end, like luxury vibe because of the price and the people that are wearing it, and I just think it's total hype. All right, Supreme, wow. Talk about an average product that has really been hyped up. Supreme is basically like a Hanes like hoodie or t-shirt. The quality isn't that great, but the hype is real and the price is also super astronomical. Balenciaga, another one. They basically have made hype out of ugly ass shit. All the clothing that I see from Balenciaga is like butt ugly, but the hype is there. You have all these like celebrities that are basically getting tricked into buying these overpriced ugly ass products, and they are building the hype, and some of you are falling for it. Hopefully not you, because you're an Alpha M subscriber and you don't buy into some of this stuff. All right. Also, the next one, Apple. Here's the deal. I'm not saying that Apple doesn't make a good product. With Apple, I really feel like you're paying for the ecosystem and the status when the innovation is actually slowed, but the price just keeps climbing. I personally feel like Android is a much better product. I personally rock the Pixel. Gymshark. That is hype to the next level. All right, they basically have built a culture around the influencers talking and hyping and basically getting a commission off of the products that they're selling. The quality is average or mid at best, in my opinion, but I think because of the way that they sell it, they really have done an incredible job hyping it up, right? There are a lot of other better fitness clothing brands out there, like Lululemon I think is superior, but again, Lululemon has done a great job of hyping themselves up, but the quality I feel is there. Vuori, another one, I don't really feel has hit the hype train yet, but it's great quality athleisure wear that really does a good job, and in my opinion is much higher quality than, say, a Gymshark. Off-White. Another super hyped up brand that does a lot of collaborations with like Nike and all these different things. I just think it's absolutely all in the hype. I'm not saying that some of the designs aren't like decent, but they're not really that great and the quality isn't exponentially better, but the hype, it's real. All right, Beats by Dre. I just wanted to throw that out there because in terms of technology, basically they have done a really good job of building themselves up and hyping themselves up in terms of a great headphone. It's not. The audio is terrible. They basically made it really like bass heavy and loud to make people think that it's a thing, but it's really not that great in terms of technology, and the price isn't super cheap. Manscaped. Everything Manscaped sells is overpriced, overhyped, and the quality isn't there, not even close for what you're paying. Their nose hair trimmer is literally the worst thing I've ever used. It tore my nose hairs out. It just sucks. It's terrible. These products, they are not that great. Hype, marketing, influencer, hype, all right? In my opinion. All right, next up is any cologne or fragrance over $100. All right, so here's the deal. I'm in the fragrance business with Pete and Pedro, and I know that the stuff in the bottle is literally like not expensive. Anybody that's charging like over $100 is totally like hyped up and giving you the business, all right? One of the worst is definitely Creed. Now, their stuff smells amazing, but $500 is crazy when you can consider you could just get like Rebel from Pete and Pedro for $30. I'm doing a deal right now, guys. If you are tired of paying $500 or you've heard about this and you're just like, I don't know if I want to spend the money, don't. Why bother? I was tired of it. And so I basically developed this. It is Rebel. It's inspired by Creed Aventus. I'm going to link to it down below. Right now, for a limited time, like I said, normal price of this is $50, but we're giving it to you for $30 because I want you to try it. You also are going to get a free refillable travel sprayer with your purchase, all right? Whether or not you grab Rebel or the other fragrance that we developed that was inspired by another Creed fragrance, Millésime Impériale, all right? It is incredible. Icon is an amazing fragrance. You guys are going to love it. Whichever one you grab. If you've already grabbed this, then grab the other one. You're going to love it. Incredible. It is the best fragrance deal for the price out there, in my opinion, period. The way that this works is all you do is pop off the top, and then it's got this little tiny thing, this nozzle on the bottom. Simply put it on top and pump it up, all right? And what you're actually doing is filling up this little reservoir inside of the travel sprayer. And then when you're ready to use it, boom, you just take it out, give yourself the business. This is perfect for traveling, for throwing in your DOP kit, so you don't have to bring your big bottle or take it with you to the gym. I'm telling you guys, if you have not grabbed this deal, do not wait because we're about to run out of these. So if you're interested, hit the link down below. It works both for Rebel, but also Icon. Two amazing fragrances inspired by one that's absolutely giving you the business. Canadian Goose. It's made for like sub-Arctic temperatures, but really it's just become like a status symbol in terms of a jacket, in my opinion. Dyson, all right? So the Dyson vacuum, the Dyson air dryer, you know, it was cool technology when it came out, but they were really expensive. The hair dryer was like $300. You know, since then, there have been a lot of other players coming into the market, and I feel like they are a better value, and they're not basically trying to rip your balls off with the price. Next up is John Barbados. Whoa mama. All right, nice stuff, right? I've seen it, I've touched it, I felt it. I'm like, wow, this is nice. All right, I've heard a lot about it, which is kind of like that hype thing, and the price was insane. I just think it's super hyped up for what you're actually paying. Next up is Zegna. Right? Zegna is a company or a brand that makes like men's suits, and the price for these suits is crazy. And I don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. I think that Zegna is a lot of hype. It's a lot of like, it's hype. It's not worth the money. Brooks Brothers, another one. Talk about hype. They used to be better. The quality now sucks, but the hype is still there. And a lot of guys think, oh, I'm going to Brooks Brothers, right? It's definitely a more older aesthetic, but the quality is terrible. The hype is still there, and the price is still expensive. Richard Mille watches, my God. You want to talk about hype? 100 grand for a watch that looks like a tech watch? I don't even care. Why are they so popular? Because of F1 racing and all these celebrities that are like, yo, I'm wearing a $150,000 watch, a custom this. I think they're butt-ass ugly and super hyped up, in my opinion. There's so many other amazing watches out there. Another one that's hyped up is Cartier. Cartier bracelets, like $10,000 for a gold bracelet? Simple, like, are you crazy? And the watches? Honestly, I'm not a Cartier watch guy. The Tank, the Santos, like for the price, I just think you could do so much better. There are a lot of other better, in my opinion, legacy watch brands. I just personally don't think that Cartier is where it's at when it comes to watches or jewelry. I just think it's way overpriced. And that also goes for, what's that other ugly ass brand that looks like, what is it? It's, Van Cleef. Van Cleef literally looks like something you would find, like Van Cleef, like bracelets and like necklaces and stuff. It looks like the same shit you're gonna find at like a mall kiosk. It doesn't look premium. It doesn't look expensive. I just think it looks cheap. I just think Kendra Scott jewelry looks better than a lot of this Van Cleef, but people know it. It's hyped up, and so the brand has built, you know, up, and it's just crazy. Another one, and I'm just going to throw it out there, is natural diamonds, all right? The diamond industry has completely collapsed. If you're buying a natural diamond as opposed to lab-grown, you must have more money than sense, because there's no feasible reason, zero feasible, logical reason why somebody would buy a natural diamond as opposed to a lab grown. They are chemically and visually identical, except they are a fraction. And I'm talking about, you can't even imagine how much diamond and bling you can buy for the price. But it's not a diamond. Yes, it's a diamond. It is a diamond. If you test it like with a diamond tester, it's a diamond. But it was made in a lab as opposed to in the ground. Now, some people will be like, but that means you don't know. No, that means that I'm smart. Why the fuck would you buy a earth-grown diamond in today's world? There's a reason why De Beers, the biggest diamond manufacturer or seller in the world, has basically just lost like 50% of their like market share and value. It's because everybody's starting to get smart. The diamond industry, gentlemen, it's a huge scam. Something else that's a scam, in my opinion, is Carhartt clothing. Again, Carhartt used to be like synonymous with like workwear, tough, like high quality. The quality has gone down. The hype has gone up. Influencers, right? You see all these like young millennial influencers like rocking their Carhartt, but they're not willing to do like Carhartt shit, as in like working hard. And I just think it's a super hyped up brand in today's world. Pretty much any like super expensive minimal leather sneaker, right? Common projects are what come to mind, but there are a lot of other ones out there like Akoyo and some of these like really expensive minimal leather sneaker brands, I just think are overpriced and overhyped. When the reality is that you can get super premium quality at like Thursday Boots for literally a third to a quarter of the price that you're gonna pay for one of these more hyped up sneaker brands. And last but certainly not least, Range Rover. Oh my God. You wanna talk about an overhyped piece of shit? Range Rover. All right, in my opinion, they are the worst, like, reliable, like, they are terrible. And everybody will tell you, don't buy a Range Rover. But then what happens? It's like dating a stripper. Driving a Range Rover is literally like dating a stripper, all right? Because you know it's a bad idea. Everybody's told you it's a bad idea. But you're like, damn, but it's a stripper. And she's so hot. And oh my God, you see her booty doing that thing, right? Right? And so what do? You date it. And then you realize, oh my God, she is an absolute disaster. She's like boiling your bunny on the stove. She's slashing your tires. And you're like, why didn't I listen to everybody who said don't date a stripper? She's a hot mess. Exactly. Same thing. Range Rover, same situation. Hot mess. But she's so pretty, right? Exactly. I see you. Gentlemen, I want to know, what's your opinion? This whole video, for the record, was my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong. But I want to know what your opinion is down below. What is a brand or a product that you feel is super overhyped?